This film review is RJ Harvey, Broncos' newest running back out of the second round against Colorado this past season. Now, in this game, he had a second lowest yard output overall. One game, he had 75 carries. I think that was against Florida. This game, he had 16 carries, 77 yards, one touchdown. He also had 4 catches for 92 yards and a touchdown in this game. We're going to watch him against Colorado, they came out on fire in this game against UCF. You're going to get the motion right here. You're going to get the jet from the slot. Number 3 is going to take this, but RJ Harvey is going to come out here, and he's going to be a lead blocker to set up number 3 in space. Now watch this, okay? Number 5 takes on the number 2 guy up there. RJ Harvey is going to pick up number 3 in terms of blocking, and then number 3 on offense is going to make a nice cut inside. Good block there by Harvey. Wide receiver is able to spring out to the outside, pick up enough here for what appears to be a first down, or even short by just 1 yard. But, hey, look, 5'8". Obviously, the height is not there for RJ Harvey. The 205 pounds, I estimate he'll be at 208, maybe 210 at the NFL level. He can get out there, and he can be an effective blocker for you out there in space, can hit guys. It's just about taking the right angles. Does a really good job of rerouting a Colorado defender right there to create space for his guy, number 3, to get upfield and make a play. And that would set up a 4th and 1, which leads to a quarterback sneak here on the next play out of the Wildcat for RJ Harvey. I mentioned 4th and 1 here for UCF's offense, and you've got a little bit of a Wildcat here. RJ Harvey is going to be in the backfield. Look, this is something that Sean Payton can use here for the Broncos. I imagine we might see something of some Wildcat action with RJ Harvey this season. Maybe he could even throw it. He had 1 pass last year against Utah in a bowl game, but you're going to get the motion here across the screen. It can create flow and direction where they're hoping to get the defense to attack to the outside right, where he's just going to fake the handoff inside. He's going to read it, and then he's just going to come forward here and fight for the extra yards. Now, he runs into traffic right here, is able to keep his feet churning, and stays moving, and is going to move the pile here well beyond 1 yard, probably about 4 yards on this play here for a first down. And the thing about Harvey, obviously, with his 205 pounds there, he's got strong legs, strong feet, can stay upright, good contact balance. And look, he takes a shot down low, is able to put his hand down and keep moving, keep his feet churning, and now he's getting some help from the pile. The Broncos have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, and they've graded high internally on the team. They believe this can be an element that can benefit them this upcoming season with Harvey. We did a film review yesterday on Mile High Sports with RJ Harvey against Arizona in a game where he exploded against them. And one thing we saw that he demonstrated consistently was the burst, right? Good vision to be able to get outside to spring it out, and also to be able to put his foot in the ground and get north-south quickly. Look, CU coming into this game, they knew that RJ Harvey right here was their offense. That's why you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys right here in the box. You got a safety who can come up, but you also have, if this turns into a run, another guy right here in the slot. But right now, CU's focus is just playing man coverage against these receivers, man. So some cover 1 here, and then they're really going to sell out against the run. But RJ Harvey does a great job here. Look, you get some motion inside. Okay, now you got a box where you've got 3 guys inside, 4 right here. 7-man box here by CU's defense. You're going to get the faker, right? Because you got a quarterback who might be trying that read option. RJ's going to see that the inside is not there, and watch him bounce it outside, runs through contact right here, then gets north-south quickly, picks up around 9 yards on the play through contact to set up a good goal line situation for the UCF offense right here. Let's watch it once again. Now, ideally, maybe that's the hole you want to hit. I don't know why he actually didn't hit that, because that one definitely seemed to be open right there. He actually might have scored on this one. Instead, bounces it to the outside, runs through contact through a CU safety, and then gets wrapped up. 9 yards on the play here for Harvey. Harvey on this play does a great job. He's going to score a big-time touchdown right here against CU's defense on a passing play. You're going to get motion right here to a tight formation. Look, ideally, UCF's offense, hey, RJ Harvey is that dude. He's their run-heavy guy. What they're going to do is they're going to fake what looks to be like a quarterback draw, like a delayed QB draw right here. You're going to pull out and obviously help. RJ Harvey's just going to run the wheel route right here. The CU Buffs, they're in man-to-man coverage. You're going to see Travis Hunter right here play man-to-man on number 1. This route's going to clear out right here, and it's going to free RJ Harvey up for a wide-open touchdown. And look, he's going to get matched against the linebacker who's got to fight underneath. No man's land. The quarterback delivers a good pass. RJ Harvey's going to do the rest. And then, hey, up top, Travis Hunter. He went number 2 in the NFL draft. Good effort by him. He's not going to catch RJ Harvey on this play. Touchdown UCF. This makes it a little bit more closer. CU, they got up on this UCF team early. At one point, it was 21-7. That was and then it became, I think, 21-14. That's as close as it was all game long. CU then took control of this. RJ Harvey really was the show here for UCF. But as you can see, the wheel, something Sean Payton loves in his offense, with good running backs that have speed that can do it. I can see a lot of this for RJ Harvey this season for the Broncos offense. Harvey's going to do some damage to the outside right here against CU's defense. Now, I like this fake motion, come back, hand it off, and then just read and react and see what you can get. Nice inside handoff right here. Good block right here. You want to stay on this block right here. And then ideally, it's just hopefully you can get a one-on-one against the safety. He's going to cut it back inside here, and he's just going to get vertical here, north-south, because this could have just been maybe a 3-yard gain. Instead, he's going to fall forward. He's going to get about 6-7 yards on this play right here. But this is something Sean Payton, I mean, we saw Marvin Mims line up in the backfield like this and do different things. I imagine RJ Harvey's going to be used kind of how Marvin was in the second half of the season in the backfield for the Broncos offense. Big, powerful. Now, look, you see the block right there. He does see that hole, so he's going to cut and get upfield here, and then he just runs through contact, keeps his feet churning. Positive yards, 6-7 on the play. Harvey being a red zone threat is something that could be something defenses worry about. The Broncos, they also have an athletic quarterback in Bo Nix, and we saw this in the goal line several times from the Broncos offense, things that they would use to either get a fullback like Michael Burton into the flat, Javonte Williams or Jaleel McLaughlin, or Bo Nix would take it himself. But look, you got him on a route out here to the pylon while you have a backside route right there, and you got a backside crosser. The Broncos run this a lot, and it forces the defense, hey, this guy has to cover here. This guy essentially has to locate the eyes. I mean, he could just stop here, and the quarterback could throw it, but then ideally this defender has got to play either the running back or he's got to play the quarterback. Tough position to be in, and they decide, hey, the quarterback's going to keep it. RJ Harvey could be a decoy in situations like this for the Broncos offense. Quarterback touchdown right here. This is something that is in the Broncos playbook that I think RJ Harvey could excel in, either as catching it. See, right here, I mean, if the quarterback wants and trusts his arm, he can float this over the top right here. Harvey's going to catch it, walk in for an easy touchdown, or it's going to force the defense to choose. Okay, I got to relocate and cover this guy. I've got to cover anything backside. You've got to cover a guy right here, and now it leaves your quarterback, which it'll be Bo Nix in 2025, to be able to keep it on the ground for a score, something he did last season in Denver. UCF is going to run a screenplay right here for RJ Harvey. You know, you get that inside fake, that 1-1001. Everyone's going to release their blocks upfield to let them up, and then you're going to hope to dump it out. Quarterback's going to find RJ Harvey, but the tackle right here is getting to this defensive threat, and if he's able to actually stay on this and push this guy out, Harvey is going to cut this back inside for what would be a huge gain on the play. Instead, the offensive tackle can't stay on this guy long enough, and this guy actually ends up wrapping up and making the play against Harvey right here as the defense is able to catch and trace. This is just one play that just was not blocked well enough in terms of the execution, as you can see right here. I like the design. Look, the Broncos, they like the screen game now. The screen game has been better for them. If this guy could just stay on this block right here. Look, you stay on this guy, you kick him out, you can get this guy to lead up over here, and then you've got help going up right here. RJ Harvey's a guy who could do damage the rest of the way. This could have been a big play. Instead, bad execution leads to a tackle for a loss at the line of scrimmage. When we do these film reviews, we got to show the good and the bad. Now on this play, RJ Harvey, he's targeted out of the backfield as a receiver, but concentration drop right here. He makes the mistake that a lot of guys do, and he looks to try to get upfield before he can look the ball in securely. This is going to be a drop for him on the play. He's hanging his head. He knows that's on him. He knows he should have made that here. This is something that the Broncos will continually work with him and the other tailbacks right here. Just watch right here. He's getting his eyes back to show the QB his numbers. He does that little glance back right there for a second. But as you can see, he's already looking where his head is turned. He's already trying to look to get upfield before the ball is securely in his hands. Leads to a drop. He'll continue to grow from that. Harvey's going to make a nice play right here with his legs, but then he's going to fumble the ball. Now, this is one, I mean, when you look at it right here on this tape, it's one of those ones, did they not have a definitive camera angle enough to turn it over? I mean, I didn't see the broadcast of this game, So it's hard to tell here from the all-22, but RJ Harvey getting a quick 6 or 7 yards, spins through it and is fighting through, stays on his feet, and now he's wrapped up by 2 defenders, and as he goes down, now there's the ball out right there. From this angle, it looks like he may be down by contact, but the camera may not have had a good angle there. This is one of 3 fumbles that Harvey had on the season in 2024. Ball security is going to be paramount here for Sean Payton. Obviously, for RJ Harvey, that's something they got Audric Estime in the doghouse in the preseason, early on in the regular season. So that's going to be an area of emphasis. But, man, just look at the shimmy and the shake. He's able to stay on his feet after an ankle tackle. Now he gets wrapped up. And right there, honestly, it just looks like he's down by contact because now the ball's coming out. But this one is ruled a fumble lost by the UCF offense. Red zone play here for Harvey in the UCF offense. This looks like read option, and honestly, it looks like the quarterback was trying to keep this one. It looks like RJ Harvey pulled this one right here, and he's going to do damage with this play. I mean, it's one of those things you're trying to read. This defender does a great job. He's actually kind of reading both the quarterback and the running back, trying to make a play on both those guys. Harvey's going to keep it, run through contact, and now he's vertical. He's north-south. He's going to plant his foot right here, and he's going to get down to the 2-yard line. That's what you're going to get with RJ. You're going to get that extra fight. You're going to get that extra yardage right there. He's going to be a hard guy to bring down on the first initial contact, and he's elusive. It's a big reason why the Broncos drafted him. Now look at this. Bam, his ability to run through first contact, and now he plants. I mean, that right there, boom, plants, and he just gets vertical quick, and he's going to get a quick 3 or 4 extra yards based on that, puts him at the 2-yard line. This is another great play from Harvey as a pass catcher out of the backfield. And look, he's going to do damage with his legs. Yards after the catch, yards after contact. He's just fighting to make something happen against CU here, where UCF is down pretty big. As you can see, he's just sitting. He's that outlet option. Quarterback's going to find him. Now he's going to sidestep. He's going to evade one tackler, and now he's trying to get upfield, and he does. He makes another guy miss, and everyone right there is turning to find someone to block. He's going to try to get an angle here. Bam, cuts it to the outside, gets hit in the knees, and is able to still maintain. We talk about good contact balance. He's got that, and now he's running through another guy at this point. This would have been an angry run on Good Morning Football. Picks up extra yardage. Just like the heart, like the extra effort that this guy has. And it's easy to see when you watch on tape when he really is their offense. He was their offense in 2025. Why the Broncos, Sean Payton, George Payton really like RJ Harvey. I'll let you watch the rest right here, and you can make that determination for yourself. Just keeps fighting. Just imagine him with an offensive line the Broncos view is one of the best in the NFL.